Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed, lab-proven to work fast, and proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wondercide's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wondercide.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wondercide.com. Wondercide. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wondercide today.
Are you missing the sounds that matter most? What if you could hear every word, every laugh, and every moment crystal clear without spending thousands on expensive hearing aids? Introducing Audient Atom, the world's most affordable FDA-approved hearing aid. With the revolutionary A2 chip, you get premium sound, zero background noise, and a 24-hour rechargeable battery. They even have Bluetooth connectivity to connect to your cell phone or TV. Unlike those traditional bulky $5,000 prescription hearing aids, the Audient Atom is 90% smaller, 20 times cheaper, and works instantly. No visits to the audiologist needed. Audient Atom has over 500,000 happy customers who have trusted Audient Atom to restore their hearing. Our 100% money-back guarantee means zero risk to try. Don't like them? Simply return them and get your money back. They also come with a lifetime warranty. For the next 72 hours, the Audient Atom is 53% off. Go to tryhearingaid.com right now to order your pair for only $99. Again, go to tryhearingaid.com to order your pair for only $99. Order now before it's too late, as these hearing aids have sold out over 10 times this year. With Audient Atom, you can hear life again.
Manifesting financial abundance, the perfect partner, or anything else you desire is now easier than ever, thanks to the world's first manifesting mask from HighSomni.com. Without any extra effort, the manifesting mask from HighSomni will help you remove the old limiting beliefs and bad habits holding you down and replace them with new neural pathways to start attracting what you truly desire. Get your very own manifesting mask today at a massive 35% discount and with 6 additional freebies from HighSomni.com. The world's first manifesting mask, now available to everyone at HighSomni.com.
KFI AM 640. You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly. On demand on the iHeartRadio app.
Tiffany Hobbs here, filling in for Mo Kelly until 10. Breaking news, Lyle Menendez, the second now of the Menendez brothers to have his parole denied. So a denial came down from that district court. Neither brother will be let out of prison at this time, and at least for the next 3 years when they can have another parole hearing. So details are coming out about that. Up next, we're going to have a conversation, a very special conversation, a very necessary conversation with Grace Kono Wells. She's the HOA president of the Tahitian Terrace, and she, along with John Brown, who is a resident and elected co-chair of the Palisades Bowl resident group, have paired with Senator Ben Allen. And Senator Allen and Grace and John are leading a very concerted effort to help protect the residents of mobile home parks across the nation, but specifically starting in the Palisades as a consequence of the devastating Palisades fire on January 7th. And through their combined efforts, through what they have faced and have been dealing with for months now, they have authored SB749. And Senate Bill 749 addresses the vulnerability of these mobile home park residents, many of whom own their homes but lease the land beneath them. This bill is a direct response to the increasing risk of displacement due to park closures and conversions, which can be exacerbated by natural disasters like wildfires. The bill's goal is to preserve existing affordable housing stock, by allowing community-based or nonprofit groups to purchase these parks, keeping them in operation as affordable housing options. Now, John Brown connected with Senator Allen a week after the fires, and they started working on legislation with his staff. They've testified at the Capitol in 4 committee hearings and continue to work towards seeing this bill become law. There's even a petition that has close to 50,000 people who have signed on in support of this legislation. I am one of them. And that petition is the change.org petition. Like I said, I am one of those signees, proudly so. The bill goes to the Assembly for SB749, goes to the Assembly floor for its final vote in just 2 weeks, where the California Assembly members will hold the fate of the Tahitian Terrace and Palisades Bowl mobile parks in their hands. I am very, very pleased and grateful that Grace Kono Wells and John Brown are sharing their time with us. They are busy. They have their own families. And yet, again, they are combining efforts to help protect and ensure the rightful place of the residents of these mobile home parks. Grace and John, thank you so much for coming on with us.
Glad to be here. Thank you so much. Yeah.
You are most welcome. I learned about the change.org petition, about SB 749 through social media myself because of posts that were circulating around social media calling for attention to what you all are dealing with. I knew the mobile home parks had burned down. I have a friend who appeared on the show, Alec Edwards, LA Fire Captain Alec Edwards, just a few months ago, and he talked about his efforts to help fight that fire there at the mobile home park. But I didn't know just how difficult it's been. Can you tell us a bit about what difficulties you faced since the fire on January 7th?
Yeah,
John,
I could jump in. Yeah, sure. Thanks, Grace. And thank you guys so much for giving us a forum to share about this. You know, we lived in these amazing communities right along the coast, and it sounds super fancy, but this was actually a version of affordable housing, right?
Yeah.
You know, most homes in LA or, you know, in Pacific Palisades especially, you know, you're talking starting at $3 million, you know, and here you could get a home of your own for $500,000, which, you know, you couldn't get that anywhere in Los Angeles County, right? So it was an amazing place to live. We were raising my kids there, and Grace actually lived up on the hill just behind me. It was just a really tight-knit community of amazing people. Half of them are senior citizens, and yeah, we're in this sort of limbo stage where we owned our homes that, you know, again, not cheap still, right, for us. And the park owner who owns the actual land, right? So this is like basically like an apartment building type of situation where we own the home structure, but we rent the land, and they're not communicating with us. They're not telling us what their plans are. Are they going to rebuild the infrastructure of the park so we can rebuild our homes or what? And we're just sleepless nights, and 8 months later here, we have no idea if we're ever going to be invited back in to rebuild our home.
Oh, my goodness. And that limbo, it can't do anything for the mental state of you and the residents there as you battle trying to rebuild your lives after this fire and now not knowing if you'll be able to return to something that you so much loved.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
right.
Yeah.
You know, we actually started just a tick later because I had a lot that I wanted to share up front with our listeners to preface our conversation. And I'd like to continue this conversation because I do have some questions. I want you to talk to us about SB 749. Can I keep you on for one more segment after the break?
Sure.
That'd be great.
Wonderful. We're talking with Grace Kono Wells, HOA president of the Tahitian Terrace, and John Brown, resident. They're both residents. And John is the elected co-chair of the Palisades Bowl resident group regarding the legislation that they have helped author, SB749, that is in response to the fires in January and will help address the vulnerability of mobile home park residents, not just in the Palisades, but across the country if it goes through in 2 weeks, and it should. We'll continue the conversation on the other side of the break.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
We're talking with Grace Kono Wells, HOA president of the Tahitian Terrace, and John Brown, elected co-chair of the Palisades Bowl resident group, regarding Senate Bill 749, which is a bill they've authored that will address the vulnerability of mobile home park residents, many of whom own their homes but lease the land beneath them. And this bill aims to mitigate the very real risk of displacement, park closures, and conversions, many of which can be exacerbated, of course, by natural disasters like January's horrific wildfires in both the Palisades and Altadena. And we've been talking a bit about the kind of unknown or hidden challenges with the residents there at the mobile home parks and what really prompted this bill to be authored in response. And John, I'd like you to talk a bit about SB 749. What does the bill include specifically? And then how can the public support? What's next in the process of getting this bill passed?
Tiffany, thank you so much. Yeah, so Senator Ben Allen, our state senator, it happens to have a relationship with the park community directly. He has a dear friend who lived there, family friends, and either way, amazing legislator who has written this bill 749. And if anybody wants to, they can go to support749.com, which will take them to the change.org. They could read about the bill, they could sign the petition in support of the bill, and they could watch a video about the residents. And most of all, what you can do is you can also just Google. I mean, I don't even know if I knew who my assembly person is,
Right.
9 months ago, right? But what people can do, and what this bill does, is it protects. It gives the residents some protections, and not just our park when they burn down or a natural disaster, but there's 1.5 million residents. I had no idea about this. There's 5,000 mobile home parks in California, and there's 1.5 million residents that are vulnerable to the same thing that we're experiencing, whether there's a fire or not. The park owner can change use. They could file to say, hey, I want to sell this to the Marriott and move all these people out and put a hotel on this land. And what 749 does is it creates some opportunity that if the owners of the land want to do that, they can get an appraisal, which gives them fair value for the land, and the residents have an opportunity to form a nonprofit and purchase it. So the owner can get a fair price for their land, and the residents aren't put out on their butts, right?
Right.
And I mean, if anybody listening cares anything about the housing situation that is going on in this state, this is one of those bills that could support and help start getting towards a correction where there's more affordable housing for people. So again, it's support 749, or you could even, while you're watching TV, just Google who's my assembly person and send them a direct email through their website and say, hey, you support 749. The assembly people, it's the assembly members that are going to be voting on this in about a week or two. And so it's those people that are really holding the fate of what's going to happen to us, Grace, our pets, our dogs, our families, the senior citizens. Otherwise, this could become, this whole land that was 350 homes, it could become 2 mega mansions, right?
Wow.
I mean, it's just really scary what could happen. So I hope that people can really take a moment and help that.
Can you give the website one more time so that people can support?
Yeah. It's support, SUPPORT, support749.com. And that, again, will take you to the change.org where you just can sign away. And, but more importantly, and again, I probably sound complicated, but it's really not. If you Google who's my assembly person and send them a direct right through there, it'll probably take you right to their website, and then there's going to be a contact form, and you could send them a message that just says, hey, I'm a constituent, I voted for you in your district, and I support this bill. It makes a big difference because they need to hear from their constituents, right?
Yes.
So yeah.
Got it. Thank you for that, Grace. In about a minute and a half, can you share some words to collectively encourage the residents of your mobile home park, the Tahitian Terrace, of which you are the HOA president, and also the Palisades Bowl, which is right there next door? You guys have always been in lockstep with each other. How would you like to encourage resiliency for those who are listening?
To encourage resiliency to those that are listening, I have to say, first of all, our communities are very tight. We do bounce ideas off each other, and we support each other, and also all the fire victims in the Palisades, the Greater Palisades as well. You just gotta come together. All of us. This is not just about the parks that burn down, but it affects not only other mobile home parks in the state, but it does also affect the unsubsidized affordable housing, that's being depleted in California. They always talk about, we got to have affordable housing, building these 18-story apartments and all that. Hey, guess what? Affordable housing's already here. Like John says, there's hundreds of mobile home parks, thousands in California already. Let's not lose that. Keep that there. Let's keep them going. And all we have to do is just get this thing passed. It'll preserve our rights. It gives people an opportunity to stay home, to stay put. It's not tying the owner's hands. It's not saying you got to sell. It just gives the residents just an opportunity to purchase the land and stay home in these homes that many of them stayed here for 40 years, 50 years. There's a woman in our park. She's 101.
Wow.
She saw our park, Tahitian Terrace, being built, and then she saw it come down.
Oh.
And people like her, we're also fighting for as well.
Well, I thank you both for what you do, sight seen and unseen. I'm sure the work is never ending, but it is also evergreen. And for that, you are just heroes amongst many heroes coming out of this horrific tragedy. I wish you well, and you are both welcome back here on KFI anytime to share anything about your platform.
Thank you,
Tiffany.
You are most welcome. We've been talking with Grace Kono-Wells, HOA president of the Tahitian Terrace, and John Brown, elected co-chair of the Palisades Bowl resident group, regarding Senate Bill 749. And you can Google Senate Bill SB749 for more information and a direct link to the change.org petition, of which I am a very proud signee as well, to help these mobile home residents of the Palisades Bowl and Tahitian Terrace get back into their homes. That's all they want. And they want to protect others from this situation in the future. Thank you both for coming on with us. On the other side of the break, we're going to be talking to Philip Weathersby. He is the founder of Set Ministries, and they have a beautiful community baby shower in store this weekend, this Sunday, and he's going to share some details about that.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Tiffany Hobbs here with you. And what a jam-packed show we have had, and we are still riding this momentous wave. We have another conversation with a very influential person. This person's name is Philip Weathersby, and he is one of the founders, along with his wife, Brittany Weathersby, of Set Ministries. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Set Ministries. They're a Christian-based organization that was started with the goal of empowering individuals by providing them with the tools resources, and support needed to take control of their lives and improve their circumstances. Wow. Over the past decade and a half, the founders of SET Ministries, Philip and Brittany Weathersby, have established themselves as trusted partners and leaders, spearheading positive change in the community. And SET Ministries has a major event taking place in Los Angeles this Sunday, 2 days from now, August 24th, as they host a community baby shower. Yes, the purpose is to make sure that underserved women are exposed to and can engage in a baby shower, of which they may not be able to have without the support of SET Ministries. And Philip is here to tell us the event details. I just want to preface this by saying Philip is also in education, and educators have more than one job nowadays, many jobs they're juggling, and that Philip is educating kids and also doing this sort of, doing these sorts of events is nothing short of just, it leaves me lost for words that you have the time to be able to do this. Welcome, Philip Weathersby, to KFI.
Wow. That introduction, Tiffany, was amazing. I would love to meet Philip myself, the way you introduced me. Thank you so much.
He's a pretty cool guy. You're welcome. You're welcome.
You.
Tell us a bit about what's happening Sunday.
Okay, Sunday is going to be lit, and I know that word is done for, but I have to use it. We're having the community baby shower. It's 8/24. That's this Sunday. That's Kobe Day, from 1 to 4 at Magic Johnson Park Community Hall. It's going to be just amazing. Like you read, we're trying to create an opportunity for women who are underserved, who won't necessarily have the same opportunity to be celebrated. Yes, eventually they'll get the things that they need. Some of them will get diapers. They'll get, bibs and whatever, car seats and all this type of stuff. And we have that. But the celebration part, Tiffany, is what we're really trying to emphasize on, because too often is parenting seen as something that's just a natural part of life, but it's not always celebrated in a way that people should be, so they can start off this long journey with a nice steam of head on their head and a nice strong back and a nice pair of legs, because that's what support does. It makes us ready for the journeys ahead. So that's just what we're trying to do. We're trying to empower all these women. I love the idea when we heard about it. It's so many, we just had a baby last year. So
congratulations.
We remember, thank you so much, my baby. She's like a year and some change, so maybe I'm, getting it wrong. But the feeling that we felt when we had her was so supportive and so much love from all of our peers and our family members and our friends that I felt wrong. And, when she brought it to me, it was like, yes, this is exactly what we need to do. So we're going to make sure that, yes, they get the things that they need as far as diapers and, all the material things, but also we want to have a live performance. We'll have a singer there. Her name is Eris, amazing singer. I call her my little sister. She has an amazing voice. We're going to have a comedy up there. We're going to have a comedian. I feel like laughing is very important.
Yes.
Especially, what the road ahead for you guys, because it's never easy task having a baby. So I've seen it firsthand, and it tripped me out. But, so we're just trying to make sure you guys are ready. It's funny, Tim, because I told myself that I was going to, I don't know. I'm not trying to get too vulgar on here, but I said I was going to look. And if you know, you know. And a lot of my friends were afraid to, and some of them passed out. And I did it, and I was okay.
Good for you. Look at you.
Thank you.
And that made you want to have a baby shower, community baby shower for others, because you saw what it took to bring that child into the world.
What it took, exactly.
Can you tell us?
Almost 2 people signed up, 14 resource vendors, games, prizes, anything you can name it.
Beautiful. Give us the website information and the location and time one more time.
Yes, so it's setministries.org. SET stands for serving communities, empowering minds, and transforming lives.
So SET.
SET.org, yeah. SET Ministries, setministries.org.
Beautiful. And then also, go ahead, the details.
You can get information. The date is 8/24, which is this Sunday, from 1 to 4 p.m. The location is Magic Johnson Park, Magic Johnson Community Park Hall. So once you go inside of Magic Johnson, there's a lake right there, and there's also a community center. We'll be right inside of there. And we'll also have flags and banners up as well, so you can find your way to us. And that'll be from 1 to 4 this Sunday.
And it's completely free.
Completely free. Completely free.
Philip, I wish you the utmost success with this beautiful event, and I hope that you can make this an annual event, and you will with the support of the community, because that's what you give to the community.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I appreciate the call, Tiffany.
No problem. So again, this is Set Ministries founder Philip Weathersby, along with his wife Brittany Weathersby, and they have a community baby shower this Sunday, Magic Johnson Park, located at 12645 Wadsworth Avenue in the city of Los Angeles, 90059. It's this Sunday, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. If you know an expecting mother, you can take her to Magic Johnson Park for this community baby shower between 1 and 4 and enjoy giveaways. Everything is free. Guest speakers, parenting resources, health resources, refreshments, treats, connections with other expecting moms, games, raffles, entertainment, and a guest speaker. And you'll meet Philip and Brittany as well. And they are wonderful human beings. Philip, you are welcome back anytime to KFI.
Thank you so much, Tiff. You guys have a blessed night up there.
You do the same. Tiffany Hobbs here for one more segment. On the other side, we're going to finish out the show with a new show that's in development, and I hate it already. And I'll tell you what that show is.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Tiffany Hobbs here, filling in for Mo Kelly all night, and we have one final segment. Quick programming note, Chris Merrill will be in for Mo on Monday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. It is the vacation season, kind of late in the season, but vacation season nevertheless. I'll be here Sunday from 2 to 4, and I'll make sure I talk to you then. I'm preempted tomorrow. Saturdays with Tiffany will not be on tomorrow because of the Chargers, and they better win when they take over for us. But it is what it is. I won't be here tomorrow. I'll be back next Saturday for my regularly scheduled broadcast. Mark.
Yes, Tiffany.
Mark, how are you?
I'm okay, and you did a great job tonight.
Thank you. So did you, but you always do.
Well, thank you.
That's, you know.
The pizza helped.
You got some.
I protested, but eventually I realized that I couldn't insult you by not eating it.
Tout brute. Good. I'm glad you had pizza and we got that settled. So let it go on the record that I did provide. If any of you out there in the audience hear any kind of rumbling, that's literally my stomach, because all of a sudden I got really, really hungry at like 9:51 and it has not stopped. So I am like just going through it over here. We're going to say,
well, there's still some left in here.
I don't want pizza. I had pizza for lunch. How about that? At Thin Crust Pizza, some people had it. I had a couple pieces, and pizza is not the best decision for me at this part in my life. It doesn't want to stay in.
Would you like my super powerful health concoction that I brought today?
What's in it?
Chicken bone broth, fresh lemon juice, and ginger.
It sounds like a direct, no stop, no pass, go, no collect $200 trip to the bathroom.
It doesn't make you poop. Just relax. Sure? It's an anti-inflammatory. It'll make you live forever.
Are you saying that I'm inflamed?
I don't know if you noticed this, but I'm really like 80 years old.
You looked it like a couple of months ago, and then now I'm just kidding. You never look a day over like 47.
Okay, all right.
You look good. And your hair's growing back.
Was there something wrong with it?
Was it? No, you cut it.
No, I didn't know. Let's move on. There's nothing going on with my head. It's the same head, the same hair.
It looks good.
I'm looking like Sideshow Bob, and it's time to find a bar. See, I don't know if this happens to you, because I don't know if you noticed this, but our hair's slightly different.
Barely.
But when you break up with your barber, hard to find another one.
Told you to find a black barber. They'll get you right every time.
Think I need a fade?
I think you need a fade. Ask them for a number. Just point at the picture and say you want that.
Give me an undercut, please.
Please. Dye the bottom of your undercut like pink or something.
Yeah, that's going to be a great look for a newsman.
Shake it up. It's
radio.
Just,
I think Peter Jennings had that done.
Before we go, speaking of television, there's a new series in the works at CBS. I hate it. I am vehemently opposed to it. It's a comedy series set in Altadena in the aftermath of the Altadena wildfire. And it's in the works from producer, writer Kenya Barris and actor Mike Epps. Now, according to Deadline, Kenya Barris, the writer and producer of this upcoming show, has written it and is currently untitled. It's a multi-camera comedy series about two brothers living through the wildfire that raged and ravaged through Altadena. The series is kind of like an odd couple situation in the sense that the characters, these two brothers, end up living together despite their differences. And the differences is that one brother wants to sell the house, or the property rather, burned out property in Altadena, and the other brother wants to keep the property or fix it up, and they're forced to then live together and control their differences, their oppositions.
And the title is?
There's no title, but it's a comedy, and I don't know who greenlit this or why, but it is in horrible taste.
Oh, yeah. It'll be especially horrible if the title's something like Burned Out.
Can you imagine? That's exactly the way they would go.
Oh my God!
Just
too soon.
For the shock value. It's been 8 months.
Yeah.
The fact that it's not just being discussed. This is already in the works at CBS. I'm not happy about it. Don't have a lot more to say about it. Not a lot has been released, but I do know that there have been community conversations on social media where they are lambasting this idea. They are saying that they're going to, many members of the community of Altadena, the city of Altadena, saying that they're going to do whatever they can to try and get this blocked, that this shouldn't happen. But the fact that it has already been given the green light to proceed is just horribly tone deaf. It's just, what were you going to say, Mark?
Well, I think blocking it's going to be a moot point because I don't see a whole lot of people watching it. I mean, if humor is tragedy plus time, we need more time.
We need more time. 8 months does not a good comedy, in this case, a tragic comedy make. But we'll see. Thanks for hanging out. It's been wonderful. You'll be able to, Robin, where will this show live with me on it? On the regular Mo Kelly page? This will be up when?
Pretty much 10-15 minutes after.
Okay, so at about 10:15, 10:30, you can catch this show. Listen to it while you're on the treadmill. That's what I do. Interviews with everyone we spoke to: Philip Weathersby, Grace Kono-Wells, John Brown. Wonderful. Thanks for listening. Remember, Chris Merrill's in on Monday. Mark will be here on Monday. And Mo will be back sometime in the near future after September 1st.
You've been listening to Later with Mo Kelly. You can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. every Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.